back to the real CW. I know I've been gone for a long time, but you know, things happen. But you know, um, I'm here today to talk to you guys about the prices right now, man, and what's going on in America. But if it's your first time here, man, we appreciate you guys for you guys to sub to the channel. Uh, uh, Push the like button. Comment comment in the chat, man. We can go ahead and talk about things like you guys want to talk about today about the prices, what's going on. But this is the real CW for sure, and we talk about everything in the sun. What's going on in Vegas, um, sports topics, what's going on, what's going on in sports. Um, I mean, we talk about everything. So I'm here today to talk to you guys about the prices, man. Like, it's really high right now, and it's about to go up and everything like that. And today we're going to go ahead and break down, or no, I don't know about breakdown, but I want you guys to listen to something. What's going on, man? I'm gonna break that down so you guys know what's going on. Shout out to my guy, uh, Don Lemon, man. I'm gonna play some of his content. What's going on? What he's talking about, so we could go ahead and you guys know what's going on in the world. You know, but like I said, if you guys have any questions, just put it in the chat, and we can brainstorm to that. But at the same time, can you guys, give us a like, sub to the channel, uh, just just support the real CW and the white family. We appreciate that. And let's go ahead and let's get it started. I want to show you. I want you guys to listen to this. But I'm not gonna. I ain't gonna do it on camera because I don't want it to be flagged. So you guys, uh, you guys need to listen up, man. I'm about to play it right now. Listen up. Oh, no. They say that DNI stands for do not
Do
inform.
not invite. Do not invite or do not inform. Yeah.
So I don't know.
But that is the reporting, and I've heard reporters from very big news networks say the same thing behind the
Yeah.
scenes. It's that she has basically been sidelined, and the real part of it all is that we're not paying attention, meaning the American people and the media and the Congress, on how the FBI is being decimated, how the Department of Justice is being decimated, how people are overworked and they've been being pulled off really important cases um, that would make a difference in this country to go after the president's political rivals.
Yeah.
And to silence people who they don't like or don't agree with.
Yeah, no, you see that across the board. You see that people are. I want to shout out the people that's in the chat. Team, ha ha, number 10. Salute to you. Salute to you. You the only ones in there. Uh, James Dalton, 87 6 50 65. Salute to you, man. You don't get flagged. What's up, homeboy? What's up, man? What's up, Dame? How you doing, man? Who? Salute, salute, James. Let's keep going.
Getting fired throughout the intelligence community, the security community. They're getting fired for a variety of reasons. And they're also just retiring. They're just saying, I don't want to put up with this, because they know if they're like, they speak the truth as they see it or as the facts on the ground, that they interpreted those facts on the ground, and it goes against what the administration wants, they will be fired. And then a lot of them are getting pulled away to work on cases or do things that are not really protecting the country. They're pulling a lot of people away from doing investigation work when it comes to human trafficking, drug smuggling, border security, and putting them on going to do these raids across the country as a going after people who are working at Home Depot or working at restaurants. So they're doing a lot of things that are making us less safe. And that's one of the things I hope the American people realize, that it's all bluster, it's all for show. And in the end, we're all going to be worse off because he doesn't know what he's doing.
Representative Gomez. Okay, now let me play this one. I thought was extremely important what you did. This is what, and you made the point that I was thinking as you were saying it. I was like, oh my gosh, he's channeling me. If you are not the people as the experts and where the intelligence is coming into, if you can't make a decision on what's an imminent threat, then why are you even there? Here's Representative Gomez.
Yesterday, you said that only the president, only the only person who can determine what is an imminent threat is the president of the United States. Do you stand by that statement? Yes, I do. Director Ratcliffe, do you agree with that assessment?
I push the like button, y'all.
That the president is the only person that can determine if something is an imminent threat or not.
The president's commander in chief gets to make a decision about what's an imminent threat. The intelligence.
So no.
Well, the intelligence.
Reclaim my time. Reclaim my
intelligence community.
Reclaim my time.
Body
reclaim
of intelligence.
My time.
That
Here's the reason why
is
that if the president can determine and ignore what you're doing, why do you guys even have a job? Why do you even advise them? So you're saying tomorrow the president of the United States can say China is an imminent threat, and then he can take his own, no matter what the intelligence says, he can take his own action.
Representative, why do they have jobs if they can't determine, they have no authority to determine what an...
Why they have jobs, y'all? I don't get it, man. If the president has advisors, I don't get it how they have jobs, man. Like, because our president gonna do whatever he wants. We know this already, so that's crazy to me.
Imminent threat is, well, I can't, I don't know, I'm just going to give an analogy, like, the bank officer saying, you're about to run out of money, you don't have enough money in your account, and if you spend any more, you're going to go into bankruptcy, but it's up to him to decide what bankruptcy is. You're like, no, that's not, we're telling you it's going to happen. So I don't know, it's bizarre. Why do they have jobs?
Well, I think it's because they want to be around Trump's orbit. Number one, and number two, I think that they're.
I mean, if they don't have the authority to even do their jobs, why are they there? Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, who knows? And I think that's the problem, is that if they're not allowed to give intelligence and say, yes, this is the highest probability of this will happen, or this, and then he has to make a decision based on that information, then what's the point? Because he's just freelancing. And let's just take it also, let's just hypothetically say that they did provide all this information, and they said no, it's not an imminent threat, and he said it was. Well, the American people should know what information you provided him, so that he ended up making that decision, because the American people have to hold either the staff accountable or the president accountable for the consequences of those actions. So even in the end, say that he disagreed with them, they still need to provide us the evidence. And that's what they failed to do, because they failed to say that was actually an imminent threat, because all the other public reporting, all the public intelligence that is out there in open source says that there were not a threat. They weren't even actively pursuing building a nuclear weapon. Yes, they had uranium that was enriched to 60%. We know that. We saw the public reporting, but in the end, that doesn't.
James, you said, bro, they be hating DJT more than they love their country. Hmm. For real? They be hating, huh? Okay. I did, and they lost again. No, we losing right now, man, because we have a 47 in the in there, bro. Nah, man. I disagree with you, James. So, you know, they are. It's about to be on. Of course, we are going to war. We know this already. We about to go to war. I don't know why we at war right now, and we can't even take care of our country, my boy, because the motherfucking boss. Don't forget it. No, nah, he ain't the boss to me. He might be boss to you, bro, but he ain't the boss to me, bro. I'd rather go to jail, my boy. I'd rather go to jail, man, to deal with bullshit, man. Nah, man. Ice is hurting you, bro. Um, for the people, yeah, it's hurting our country, man. We can't get along with each other, man. Is that a problem? And that's what I'm saying, bro. We don't need to be doing this right now, bro. We be trying to get our prices back down, try to get the gas going back down, get people working again. That's what we should be worrying about. But we worrying about trying to take the whole entire world, and we losing families all over the world right now, bro. And our military, bro. I mean, our military guys are dying, man. We're trying to protect the country, and we fighting for what? You can put it in the chat, James. What are we fighting for, bro? Yeah, I'm tired. It is over. But you know, I just want to, show you guys, what's going on right now. A little bit. It's more, but now he gonna switch over, and this is what I really came on here to talk to you guys about the prices, man.
In that they had intentions. She even said that they didn't have intentions to start up their program again. So it, this is where we're at. They're just Donald Trump has said this is the truth, and everybody has to fall in line. So what's the point of having them there?
I thought that you did a great job in questioning, and I think it showed the importance of people who are
And keep it coming, James.
people. I think the importance of them going in front of Congress or Senate and being transparent and informing the American people about what they're doing. And I think they were exposed this week. You did it, and so did Senator Ossoff. You guys did a great job. Yeah. And just so you know, the concern for people, I am in California, and I know that you're in California, by the way. One of your constituents is a lemon legend on this program, and her name is May Money. She sent in this photograph of you and her, and there it is. So say hello. I guess she saw you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
It must have been the California Democratic Convention.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
So I've been out speaking to people, and I want you to just listen to it, and I want you to speak to the people in California and all over the country about these high gas prices. Roll it, Andy. We're here at a gas station. in Los Angeles, $5.95, almost $6 for regular gas. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, the gas prices are crazy, but I think they're gonna blame it on someone else, probably Gavin Newsom.
He has nothing to do with the gas price.
I know he doesn't. I'm not blaming it on him.
What do you think, though?
I think it's ridiculous. I think we need to fix the gas prices, especially like flights right now are super expensive. Yeah, something that should be at the top of the priority list.
How do you feel about the war in Iran?
I don't think we should be at war with anybody.
You believe there's a credible threat? You believe that there's a good reason to go to war with Iran?
I don't know. I don't work in intelligence, but as far as I know, they didn't attack anybody.
Yeah. So people aren't stupid. They know they didn't attack anybody. We heard what the intelligence said, but people are hurting. And the gas.
That's what I'm talking about, Dylan. James. That's what I'm talking about right there. Why are we at war, man? Gas prices high as hell. Uh, airplane flights are high. Man, what we gonna do as a country, man?
Maybe at like $3.95. That's the average price of regular across the United States. But in some places, it's really high. In some places, even here in California, it's like $8.
Oh,
It's crazy. People are suffering.
Oh no, people are really suffering. And what's even sadder is that if this war continues,
It happened. And when it does, there's UMC Quick Care.
what I mean, it's on average, that the gas in the United States will be anywhere from $5 to $6 across the country. Imagine what's going to be here in LA. So every dollar you have to pay for gas to get to work, to take your kid to childcare, to school, or to baseball practice, or just to go and have a little bit of fun, is going to now break the bank. So people are going to start pulling back, and they're going to stop doing things just to make be able to fill up that gas tank. On top of that, you also going to have increased prices of anything that gets delivered by truck. So food, um, baby clothes. Think about everything. So the price of goods is going to increase because the cost to deliver those goods is going to increase. So right now we're in an affordability crisis, and it's only going to get worse. And the president who said that he was going to lower the price of living and the cost of living on day one is actually making it even more expensive.
that's what he said. It's gonna be more. It's gonna be rise, man. And we know this.
For people to get by. And that's not going to hit just blue cities and blue states. It's going to hit everybody. So the MAGA Republicans that are 100% behind him, well, they're the ones that are also going to be suffering, just like the rest of the Democratic base. So everybody's going to be suffering because this guy made a bad decision.
Hey, I just have one more question for you. This is from Dave Weigel, who is a very legit reporter. Says the Dow average is down 11% since Bondi cited it during the oversight hearing. Remember the Dow, it's at 50,000. Donald Trump talked about the Dow yesterday in relation to troops being deployed. I mean, everything is the Dow was at 50. It's not at 50 anymore.
Yeah.
Uh, what do you say to that? Because most Americans actually, quite frankly, don't have portfolios. They don't have stock market investments, and they don't really have retirement. So who is he speaking to here? What are they talking about? And why are they doing it?
I think they're grasping for anything that tells American people that things are going well. But the stock market isn't going well. And at the same time, even if you own a 401k or some retirement, you can't eat that 401k. You can't eat that retirement. So the Dow going down is going to hurt a lot of people, but just the cost of living itself is going to go up. And that's one of the things that they want to focus on, cost of living, but also unemployment goes up. Businesses start cutting back on services, they start cutting back on hours, and they all of a sudden start laying people off. So this could be an energy crisis that makes the inflation worse, and then you're all of a sudden things are going to be even less affordable. So we're heading it down a bad path if he doesn't decide to do something differently. And if this continues for weeks or months, we're going to be in a very bad position. Shortly, and that's sad because my constituents are already suffering when it comes to the cost of living, housing, childcare, food and groceries, all of it. It's unbearable, and people are just feeling really frustrated and squeezed right now.
And I'm one of them. I'm frustrated right now with the prices, bro. All the prices and everything like that, man. I'm frustrated with what's going on right now. But at the same time, we're gonna keep on living. I hope we could people in the world could make it, no disrespect to nobody. So that's how I look at it. And I'm almost done, man.
And there's no relief in sight.
Representative Jimmy Gomez of the great state of California, and great job this week for showing people what our leaders should be doing. Thank you, Representative.
Thank you. Have a good one, Don.
The Don Lemon Show is brought to you by the Freedom from Religion Foundation. Now, I talk.
That's it. We ain't gonna go too much more with that. But yeah, the prices in the US with airlines, food costs, meat, um, what else? Gas. I've been on my channel, and I say that it's about to change with the gas companies, man. It's gonna be more electric. I think people should get electric um cars because now it's cheaper. So now I'm gonna show my face so you guys can see my face.